How we doing? Give me 1 second. This is That's My Take podcast. I am Nug the narrator. Thank y'all for joining me for yet another episode. Give me 1 second. All right. Sorry about that. That was actually work. And again, this is podcast is definitely my escape from work. I'm a full-time realtor in Montgomery, Alabama, which is hard enough being a black man in Alabama, but selling real estate. So it usually takes up a lot of my life. And again, this podcast is definitely not about real estate, but yeah, I just had an agent send me some paperwork, blah, 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 blah. Long story short, I want to thank y'all for joining me, man. I know I've been going 9 days and I didn't give y'all the twice a week, 7-day visits. I apologize. It's been some life stuff. I've been under the weather as well. Also work related. So with all and Christmas being around, hold on, where you send the signed contract, we can get to the. Give me 1 second. Paperwork. All right, again, I apologize. We're gonna get right into it. I made a promise to definitely do better in terms of the 2 times in 7 days. That seems like, should be pretty easy to do. But again, a man of my lifestyle and situations, I'm a father as well. I just got to carve the time. I do appreciate every one of my 105 subscribers. I look forward to the new year. We may, see some things change in the new year. I did. Oh yeah, I can also say this right here is just getting a little paperwork out the way. What I'm talking about before we get into the podcast and the topics. Sorry, I had to send her a thing. Okay, Monday's Christmas. Well, Tuesday. What the fuck ever. I've made the decision to remain here in my office and not move in a space and rent a space. The idea of renting a space seemed like it would be better for the podcast, but in actuality, the reality of having a space, meaning having the responsibility of paying to have that space, just didn't make sense yet in my podcast journey. I can sit here and say a few people have sent me Cashapp donations. And again, I'm not on here begging, I'm on here working. What I do here is a show that is segmented by world events, U.S. news, hip hop and entertainment, and a couple other things that I sports, things that I research, and I present to you via the channel. That's my take. And thank y'all for hitting the like button. Thank y'all for subscribing. And also thank y'all for viewing. Let's get into it. World news. A United States court on Tuesday sentenced a former Haitian senator to life in federal prison over his role in the 2021 assassination of Haitian President Juvenal Muse, and that is juvenile, as in Jovenel, juvenile, Neil, Muse. Joseph Joel J. was sentenced by the Miami federal court after he pled guilty in October to 3 charges, including conspiracy to kill and kidnap a person outside the U.S. and providing material support and resources to carry out the plot to kill Muse. Jay was extradited from Jamaica in May 2022. Muse was killed during an attack on his private residence in Haiti, in the capital, Port-au-Prince, on July 7, 2021. Haiti's First Lady, Martinique Muse, was also shot but later recovered. Haiti has seen deepening unrest since Muse's assassination, with the spread of gangs and a wave of violence that has swept the impoverished Caribbean nation. Muse's successor, Prime Minister Ariel Henry, has so far struggled to curb the violence. My take on Haiti is one that's kind of personal. I do have Haitian roots. On my dad's side, as far as ancestry, and a couple of these 23 and me's, and find my people and all this, because I got a brother who was locked up 31 plus years, and he got out and got digging on the family tree and stuff like that. But yeah, Haiti has always been a country that Western society threw away. Haiti as a country was one of the only successful countries to rebel against the European colonizers. And in my opinion, just for that fact right there, Haiti is historically shit upon. Little to no outside aid or help, and an eye is usually turned when dealing with Haiti or things that happen in Haiti. We're gonna pray for them. For the people that don't know, Haiti and the Dominican Republic share the same island. You can look this up on any. There we go. Wasn't really trying to do the TI thing, but the way my hair is situated, my hat ain't really like sitting how I wanted to sit, but that'll work right there. I got a 6 head, not a 4 head as well, so that's obviously not helping. But no, in wrapping up about Haiti, we definitely go send them a prayer for all the Haitians, and hope things do get better over there. But it's turmoil. I can't really say that word. Honestly, I wanted to give it a shot and I failed. But it's a lot of just bad governmenting, if that's a word, and obviously bad situations over there in Haiti. And again, in closing, we go pray for them, man, and hope things get better over there. Moving on. At least 131 people were killed and hundreds more injured after an earthquake hit northwest China. State media reported last Tuesday as resource teams scrambled to reach survivors in sub-zero temperatures. The quake, China's deadliest in nearly a decade, rocked the county in Guizhou province late Monday night, destroying homes, damaging roads, and knocking out power and communication lines. Rescuers raced to search for survivors trapped under rubble, while residents rushed outdoors, huddling overnight in the bitter winter cold. The quake struck just about midnight, while many would have been sleeping in their homes. It measured a 5.9 magnitude at the shallow depth, just over 6 miles, according to the United States Geological Survey. The China Earthquake Network Center, CNNC, gave a slightly higher reading of 6.2 magnitude. My take is obviously Mother Nature's devastation can never be predicted or timed. Things like this happen without just without us even understanding why would that happen. And then you think back to science and things that's happening underneath the earth to make it shift and plates. And you think about all that, and maybe that's part of it, but at the same time, it's called natural disasters, meaning like a natural force created this disaster. And I mean, hey, I'm definitely not about to sit up here and be like, oh, whoever is controlling all this is making this hurricane happen or this earthquake happen. I don't live like that. Like, I don't know why things like this happen, and I'm not here to actually give a direct take on that subject because I don't know. Natural disasters has always puzzled me. Always puzzled me. Okay. Hey, bro. First time in the live. I've been trying to reach you. You are the 100th person to be my damn subscriber, bro. KIYNY007, bro. Real talk, bro. I gotta holler at you, bro. Like, I just won't give you just a little token of appreciation, bro. I appreciate not only you subscribing, not only you viewing, but you interacting and you on, you know what I'm saying, yet another episode with me, bro. I appreciate that. And again, you was the 100th, if that's a word. I don't know if that's even a word. You're the 100th subscriber, bro. And I just wanted to, holler at you. And look, oh, she's a sister. I'm sorry. It's a female. I didn't know. I did not know. Again, I just want to show you my token of appreciation. You are the 100th subscriber, and I definitely thank you for that. Like, for real, for real. All right, moving on real quick. Still in world news, real quick. We're gonna do one more, then we're gonna wrap up world news. Russia's Vladimir Putin says he will run for president again in 2024. Well, in the 2024 election. Vladimir Putin says he will run for president again in March of 2024 in a move that could see him retaining power until at least 2030. Putin made the announcement Friday after a ceremony at the Kremlin, the official residence of the Russian president. Putin will bid for his fifth presidential term at the elections set to take place on March 17, 2024, as he aims to solidify his continuous hold on power as head of state or prime minister for more than 2 decades. Putin became acting prime minister of Russia in August of 1999. Damn, I didn't know it's been that long. Putin been there a minute and he's trying to stay a minute. Before unexpectedly being handed the presidency by then President Boris Yeltsin. I remember Boris. On New Year's Eve of that year, he served 2 4-year terms as president before stepping aside in 2008, as he was not constitutionally permitted to run for another presidential term. He endorsed Dmitry Medvedev, who replaced him as president, while Putin took a role of prime minister for a second time. But he regained the presidency in 2012 and has not relinquished his grip on power since. After winning re-election in 2018, Putin then signed a law in 2021, which paved the way for him to run for 2 more 6-year terms. This is an easy one. My take on Putin is simple. Keep your eye on Putin. Obviously, he's doing what he wants. He set up a special election just so he could be elected again to make sure that he's still running shit. So all that I just said, the best thing we all could do is keep our eye on dude, because I don't know. Russia, they like that bully that just sit in the corner and he bully you, but he don't really like get at you type bully, in my opinion, about Russia. They got the bully that always talking shit to you. They got the bully that's always, you know what I'm saying, picking on you. But then they got the bully that just kind of, that's Russia. Like, my whole thing is keep your eye on Putin. Like, I feel like he got it in for America for some reason, and I don't know what his overall plan is. I just know we need to keep our eye on dude, and he'll basically win the election in March, and I'll probably talk about it. And yeah, before we move on to U.S. news, I want to say happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas. If you don't celebrate Christmas, which I got family members, that's another thing I want to talk about. Like, if you don't celebrate Christmas, but and I mean that day, meaning December 25th, meaning the whole Santa Claus, Jesus Christ story, but you give after Christmas, is that still celebrating Christmas or not? Or is it the fact that you're not doing it on Christmas is making it, I'm not celebrating Christmas? And again, I'm not knocking anybody. I'm asking that question like wholeheartedly because I actually was thinking about that today. Like, I know, without getting specific, there's people and religions and beliefs who feel like Christmas is not good. And again, I do it for my kid. Like, I mean, I enjoy getting gifts as well, and I would get gifts every day if I could get them, but I'm just a kid at heart. But I mean, let's keep it 100%. I think Christmas is about the kid. So I got a kid. That's why I do Christmas. Point blank, period. On the podcast, can you give me 30 minutes? If not, I don't know. All right. Yes. I didn't move on to U.S. news yet, but no. In closing, I did finish shopping today. Got everything done. Everything wrapped. I'm kind of, and again, I'm about to move on to U.S. news, but I'm kind of happy with myself this year. Like, I'm not as fucked up mentally in terms of depressed and just feeling just like fuck everything this year. So I think, I'm going to take that little win. Because I can't lie. Like, I usually be like, man, in a bad mood around Christmas for some reason. I don't know. Moving on. Sorry about that little break. I just had to get that out. U.S. news. In California, toilet or shower wastewater will no longer just be dumped into the Pacific Ocean or used for farmland. Nah, now it'll be recycled into drinking water. Yep. California's Water Resource Control Board will introduce direct potable reuse, a program designed to pump recycled water into the public drinking water system. The board approved new regulations in a unanimous vote on Tuesday, making California the second state after Colorado to recycle wastewater into drinking water. The reality, and this is in quotes, the reality is that anyone out there on Mississippi River, anyone out there on Colorado River, anyone out there drinking water downstream from a wastewater treatment plant discharge, which I promise you, you are doing, is already drinking toilet to tap. Unquote. Said board chair Equazel. With the worsening droughts, this move is no longer needed for a state that has struggled to provide drinking water to its 38 million residents. In 2023, more than 97% of California has been in moderate to severe drought, and the state just had its worst multi-year drought on record. Um, my take. Somebody just quoted saying that if you pretty much drinking water out the tap, you drinking toilet the tap. I mean, I don't really know if I'm drinking toilet the tap in Alabama, but I do know I don't drink water straight from the tap. I do cook with it. Obviously, bathe with the water that you get out the fucking sink and when you're I meant to say the shower when you're bathing. But in terms of me directly drinking tap water, I boil my tea, so I'm thinking if I'm boiling tea, okay, I do use tap water for that. So I guess I'm drinking shit water too. I don't know, they gonna kill us, y'all. What the fuck I mean, this shit crazy. The man just basically said if you're drinking water downstream off the Mississippi River or the Colorado River, you're probably already drinking toilet to tap. I don't really know what the fuck else to say about that. That's disgusting to think about. I am happy that my girl mom got us this Primo fucking water dispenser thing. I never really heard of Primo till recently. I'm from New Orleans. We had Kentwood, the big blue jug. I don't know if anybody out there know about Kentwood spring water, but this Primo spring water, we got it in the house, and obviously, you know what I'm saying? I believe that if you don't drink good water, obviously you're not gonna have a good product. So everybody who know me around me know I'm big on Body Armor's water, but besides that, I'm on this Primo. Tastes pretty good. Obviously I'm a water, bougie water type drinker because again I do prefer that Body Armor water right now. But yeah, anybody out there, if y'all are still drinking tap, try to drink less of it. I mean, that's just nasty, right? And they saying it like fuck, it's all good. Like, go take a piss, flush the shit. The next water that come out, use that and fucking put some ice on it. The fuck? No, don't do that. That's nasty. Okay, yeah. Wow, I feel you. But yes, that's a true story. And again, I don't make none of this shit up. I find all this shit online. I do some research. I might do some double research. And I spit it out to y'all. And hopefully I add a little value, entertainment to your day. All right, moving on. Ooh. New York governor signs law establishing reparations and racial justice commission. New York Governor Katie Hochul signed legislation Tuesday that established a commission to study racial justice and reparations. Jesus. This commission acknowledges the horrific injustice of slavery and will be tasked with examining the legacy of slavery, subsequent discrimination against people of African descent, and the impact these forces continue to have in the present day. Unquote. End quote. Sorry. A news release from Hanchu's office said the legislation creates a commission of 9 members, quote, who are especially qualified to serve by virtue of their expertise, education, training, or lived experience, end quote, that will examine slavery, quote, and its lingering negative effects on people currently living in the state of New York, according to the governor. My take on this is reparations should be federal. I know most things start at the city, local, state, then federal level, but reparations should be federal, which means across the board, let's go ahead on and cut taxes for black folks like y'all cut them for these foreigners that come in and buy these hotels and gas stations, or give us some land, or cut a check, or straighten everybody credit out. Reparize. I don't know if that's a real word or not, but I feel like I'm on the side that we deserve reparations. That's the side that I'm on. Like, we deserve reparations. It's simple. Like, for real. Moving on. Dozens of documents naming Jeffrey Epstein's victims and associates to be made public in 2024. A federal judge in New York has ordered the names of dozens of Jeffrey Epstein's alleged victims and associates to be made public in 2024, according to documents. The order, issued Monday by Judge Loretta A. Pinska, is the latest filing in a settlement case by Virginia's Roberts Griffin, an American woman who claimed Epstein sexually abused her while she was a minor and that Ghislaine Maxwell, Epstein's former girlfriend and longtime accomplice, aided in the abuse. Epstein was indicted in 2019 on federal charges of operating a sex trafficking ring in which he allegedly sexually abused dozens of underage girls. The multi-million-dollar died by suicide, wink fucking wink, in jail while awaiting trial. Prosecutors in New York indicted Maxwell on sex trafficking charges involving multiple victims. She was convicted in 2021. My take on the Jeffrey Epstein thing is I've been seeing some lists. I saw some lists when he was hot and when he was all over the media, and I saw a lot of people's name on it that I'm not about to mention because obviously a judge said they go mention the names. But why the fuck you on what it was with Epstein Island? Whatever the fuck he called the island. Why is you on the island unless you wilding? Because everybody on the island wilding. Like, come on, man. Like, and dude did not kill himself. Sorry. I don't know how he died. And I tell people this all the time, man. You might could stop time because some shit just don't be making sense. Like, what if a motherfucker could stop time and he stopped time and went boom, killed the old boy and boom. I don't know, man. He didn't kill himself, though. That's just all I'm going to say. Moving on. 30-year-old Chicago man was wrongfully convicted of murder on the testimony of a blind witness, walked out of the Cook County Jail this week as a free man. Darren Harris, and I'm going to use his whole name because dude is wrongly convicted, has served 12 and a half years, fucking shame, of his 76-year sentence before prosecutors decide not to move forward with their case and drop the charges against him on Tuesday. His attorney, Lauren, not even going to attempt to say her name, something Mueller, said at a news conference in April 2014, Harris was convicted of murder in the June 2011 fatal shooting of Rondell Moore and the attempted murder of mechanic Quincy Woodlord at a Chicago gas station, according to his attorney in a court document. He was 18 and a week away from graduating high school at the time of his arrest, his attorney said. I got a quick take and I'm gonna move on. Obviously I got a soft spot for the wrongly convicted. There's a multitude of people serving sentences and football numbers for things they didn't do. And that's just a sad part of our reality. I'm glad that this guy who was wrongfully convicted of murder, get to, enjoy some freedom. And hopefully he'll get some monetary straightening as well, because 12 and a half years of your life and you ain't done shit. I think that's at least, $500,000. That's at least $6 million. Fuck. And y'all pay the taxes. So it might be 7.8, because I need $6 million to feel like I done everything and I'm all right with everything. Like, fuck all that. Like, shit just don't make sense, man. Hip hop and entertainment news. $12 and a half years. That's fucking a blind man testimony. It's fucked up, man. It's like that's fucked up, man. Hip hop and entertainment news. Kanye West gutted $57 million Malibu mansion is now on sale for $53 million. Ye attempted to turn a 4,000 square foot beachfront property into a bomb shelter without windows, plumbing, or electricity. The plan was to off-grid and hide from the Kardashians and the Clintons, according to a lawsuit filed earlier this year by Ye's former project manager and property caretaker. However, Ye's new celebrity realtor believes the renovations are a selling point. According to Selling Sunset star Jason Offenheim, Kanye West left a blank canvas, making it easier for the new owners to design the home exactly to their liking. However, Ye's new celebrity realtor believes, I read that right. Okay, yeah, he believes Kanye left a blank canvas. I said that too. He told the outlet that although Ye removed the interior finishes, and he quote, "This creates an unbelievably rare opportunity to buy a Picasso on the water." This guy is a marketing fucking bullshitter. Look, man, it's a blank canvas, my ass. He gutted it out. The best selling point is the fact that it's where it's at, beachfront in Malibu. Other than that, it's fucking nothing. Down to the studs. I saw the picture. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to build walls after you fucking pay $53 million. Get the fuck out of here. Moving on. Kanye, get it together, bro. Or maybe he got it together and we just don't know. But leaving a blank fucking house after you paid 57 and now you want 53. That's probably not the best real estate advice. And this is not a real estate related podcast by no means. Moving on. Kodak Black appeared in federal court on Tuesday, where his lawyers sought permission for him to attend a 90-day drug treatment program in Arizona. According to NBC6 South Florida, they argued that the rapper developed a dependency on Percocets and Oxycontins during his time in a Kentucky prison in 2020 and has not received proper treatment for the addiction. Despite opposition from federal prosecutors, the decision was deferred to the judge overseeing Kodak's case, keeping him in federal custody for now. Kodak addressed his drug issues in recent arrest in an Instagram Live. He stated, "I was on the lean, homie. I was asleep in front of my family house, bro. That's it. That ain't illegal." My take is simple. We all got to clean up sometime. You know, it comes a time where we all got to go home from the party. We all got to get up from the poker table. We all got to grab our coats and head out. I said all those references just to, wordplay the fact that what they call them yak, it might just be time to, relax, bro. It might be time to just relax. And we all got demons, we all got vices. That's my take. Moving on. Young boy never broke again received a modification to his house arrest conditions, permitting him to leave his Utah residence for medical appointments. Signed by the judge, the adjustment came amid concerns regarding the rapper's mental health. The legal document specified that young boy is restricted to 24-hour-a-day lockdown at his residence except for medical appointments and court appearances or other activities specifically approved in advance by the defendant's pretrial supervisor. Ultimately, in quotations, it will allow him to attend necessary checkups within the state. Unfortunately, the judge denied young boy's request to travel outside of Utah for work-related activities, which was also part of his legal team's petition. Last month, he filed legal papers citing that his prolonged house arrest adversely impacted his mental health, leading to depression. I'm gonna give my take, and then we're gonna take a quick break before I get into sports. Sorry about that. Um, my take is I heard about Grave Digger Mountain. I seen a couple aerial shots of where he is on house arrest in Utah, and I mean it's a big, nice house, but that shit'll get boring every day, all day. So I do feel him on that. But it's better than being in prison and some dirty, filthy shit, and you smelling another man's shit, and you eating them fucking burritos and snacks, and I don't know. I don't think it's like too bad on his mental is all I'm saying, but at the same time, anything's fucked up if you keep doing it. And if he in that one house, I don't know how many years it's been now. I think it's close to 2. Like that shit'll just really wear on a person. I already know it would. Like it would wear on a person. So with that being said, I'm glad they modified whatever they, modified, and obviously I won't see him free and shit. If I had to really say of the new rappers, he one of my favorites. And I mean I don't really care who like it or don't like it. It's like me being a Drake fan. Like it's hard to be a Drake fan. Like no, I don't sing along with every fucking Drake melody, but I feel like he spit when he be spitting, and then I don't give a fuck about all the writers because I know some of the greatest had writers, so I can't take that away. I know me as a former rapper, nigga ain't even wrote a motherfucking hook for me. I wrote my own shit, but maybe that was to my detriment. Maybe I should have had a ghostwriter. I always had to look a little bit. I feel like I look like a rapper. Fuck. I always looked at myself as a rapper in the mirror, so I don't know. All right, moving on to sports, and we got to wrap this shit up. I'm about to head to the barber, like real talk. I just watched Deontay Wilder lose 12-round decision to Joseph Parker. I know. Who the fuck is Joseph Parker? He lost every round handily. Wilder at 38 may just be done with boxing. I saw a slower puncher, bad misses. He took some damn good shots from Parker and was visibly hurt in that 8th round. Old boy Joshua handled his business, though, in the next fight. So I really think that's it for Wilder. I don't really have a take because, like, I feel like you make so much money, and it's just like these rappers who be on their 3rd album, well, 4th album. I feel like you done made so much money that you don't give a fuck about that 4th album. You just, I'm here. So I feel like that's where he at now. I done had cousins that saw him in the club, and I'm not downing them for being in the club, but if you're in the club, you're not in the gym. And you might say, I was in the gym earlier, but if you're in the club, you probably drinking and drugging, so you're taken away from what the purpose is, which is supposed to be working out and becoming the best boxer. But then you're 38, so I know how that shit is. You done been paid for years. You probably got paid at what, 31, 30? That's 8 years of being paid, bro. I already know you don't want boxing no more. Fuck, it's all good. Moving on. In the NFL, the Steelers, they were leading the Bengals like 24-8, but that was a little while ago. If anybody care, I could get you the update on that game. I got my phone right here, but yeah, when I was doing my notes a little while ago, it was 24-8. I'm more than sure the score had changed or might be about over with by now. But George Pickens, the receiver, he took the second play 80-plus yards. Then he had another like 60-yarder. Like the man balling today. I bet nobody ain't worrying about how he blocking today. Later on, the Bills take on the Chargers tonight. I'm going to definitely be watching it. I hope it's a good game. If not, I'll go to bed early. This Thursday past, saw my fucking Saints on the Prime Network get their ass beat by the Rams. The final was 30-22, but it wasn't a game. And I chose not to even watch it. You may say, damn, you're a Saints fan. How you do that? Well, when you spend decades being a fan and things are not right with the franchise, you have a right not to support the team. I will always love my Saints, but this year has been trash. And until things change, like upstairs change, I don't have nothing for them. And that's for real, for real. Other upcoming matches for tomorrow includes the Browns versus the Texans, the Commanders versus the Jets, Seahawks versus the Titans, Colts versus the Falcons, Packers versus the Panthers, Lions versus the Vikings, Jags versus the Bucks, and Trevor Lawrence is cleared to play from the concussion protocol. The Cardinals, they got the Bears. The Cowboys face the Dolphins. The Pats, they got the Broncos. And on Christmas Day, we got three. Yes, I'm going to repeat myself. We got three games on Christmas Day. The Raiders, they versus the Chiefs. The Giants, they versus the Eagles. And the Ravens, my Ravens, that's one of my teams. If you know me, you know I like the Saints, Raiders, and Ravens. In that order. They playing the 49ers. Had a couple bowl games. Duke took down Troy today. I lost a fucking parlay. Want to say Duke hasn't lost a bowl game since 2014, the Sun Bowl. Duke used to just be a basketball team. Since Duke got hot, like they said in like 14, they've been like a nice little football team, like on a slick mid-level. Um, Northern Illinois beat Arkansas State in the Camellia Bowl. It was a close one, 21-19. They won the Camellia Bowl after an offsides penalty denied Arkansas State a chance to complete the comeback, which was sad because nobody was off fucking sides. I watched the play. That was a fucking bullshit call that cost them people a chance for the comeback, like the notes just said. Moving on. And there's some NBA going, but I'm not the biggest NBA fan. I mean, I'm sorry. I watched the NBA later in the year. I ain't gonna even bullshit. This day in history. No, my bad. I'm Speedy. I'm Speedy Gun Sose, like what Speedy Gun Kaiser, like they used to call me when I used to write raps in the studio, and my people used to be like, "You done, nigga? You Speedy Gun Kaiser?" Yeah, I'll be writing because I'm loving the beat, but I can't make this shit up. News is next. Those who have viewed the show know this one of my favorite segments. I can't make this shit up. News is some shit that's definitely researched to make sure I can't make this shit up. News is real. So moving on, let's get right into it. AI death calculator predicts when you'll die. Yep, I'm gonna say that one more time. AI death calculator predicts when you'll die, and it's extremely accurate. Although most folks aren't in a massive rush to learn when they'll bite the big one, a newly developed AI death calculator can now forecast when a person will die with eerie, exact accuracy. In quotations, we use the technology behind ChatGPT, something called transformer models, to analyze human lives by representing each person as the sequence of events that happens in their life. Unquote. Using sequence of life events to predict human lives, in the report, the professor of network and complex systems formed the technology's underlying algorithm known as Life2Vec, which uses select details of an individual's life, including income, profession, residence, and health history, to determine life expectancy, and that is with a 78% accuracy. I cannot make this shit up. I do have a take though. Knowing that they have this technology, I don't want to use it. I don't want to know when I'm gonna die. I just want to die. I just want to die. I don't want to know when. Moving on. My last segment, This Day in History, is a segment that's near dear to my heart as well because I do feel like knowledge is power. And if I can leave you, the viewer, with just a little bit more knowledge, I'm feeling like I'm giving you, the viewer, just a little bit more power. So peep this real quick. In 1823, a visit from St. Nicholas is published. A newspaper in Troy, New York publishes an anonymous poem with the memorable opening line, "'Twas the night before Christmas, with all through the house." Literature professor Clement Clark Moore will later be identified as the author of the poem that will help define the modern Santa Claus. Yes, that poem right there, along with Coca-Cola and they fucking marketing shit with Santa, thrust in the modern Santa Claus marketing campaign that we know right now and love as Santa Claus. And it was published this day in history, 1823. And lastly, I did want to do two this days in history because I found when I find another one that speaks to me, I want to go at it. In 1954, the first successful kidney transplant was performed. A medical team described by one doctor as a bunch of fools performed the procedure on 23-year-old identical twins, Richard and Ronald Henrik. The recipient will live for 8 more years. His donor brother will live until 79. One of the doctors, Joseph Murray, will go on to win a Nobel Peace Prize for his work in organ transplants. On this day in history in 1954. And again, it spoke to me and it was near dear. Sorry, it was near dear to my heart. I'm queuing up some music. The Bluetooth device because I know I was told, or at least I was told by a motherfucker, but that ain't the reason I ain't doing it. I was mentored by the great star who reminded me that I should not play music until the end, which is why now at the end, I will be leaving you with some music. I want to thank y'all for joining me. We didn't quite make an hour. I do have a barber appointment at 6:30, which I'm obviously 13 minutes late for. But I love y'all. Merry Christmas. I might do a Christmas show. Why not? I mean, what else we gonna be doing, right? Let me get some shit together and I'm gonna do a Christmas show. It's gonna be late. I'm gonna do it pretty much in the 10 o'clock slot, and that's Central Time. And right before I wake up my boy to open up his presents, and now my boy is fucking 13. He'll probably be up playing the fucking game, waiting to get his second monitor so he can double stream and surf and Twitch and all this shit that he do because he's a gamer. His dad's Nug the narrator, and that's my take. Again, please tell a friend to like, view, subscribe, comment. And KIYNY007. Again, you are my 100th subscriber. I need a Cash App so I can send you $25. Thank you for being the 100th. Please tell a friend to check out Nug the Narrator. That's my take podcast. That's what's up. Here's a little music. Y'all have a good night. I can't get enough of holding at the fire, babe.
can't get enough. I'm going at the bottom, babe. I think I'm in love. Going at the bottom, babe. I can't get enough. I'm going at the bottom, babe. I can't get enough.
Half my life, lean in that Sprite, might just pull it straight, fly by the case, sips in my jug, flavored up like what? Sips in my jug, flavored up like what? Got the seal, you feel me? Might drink all day, catch plays, you feel me? I think I'm in love with the 16. If you sip lean, you know what I mean. I backed up off it, now I'm back up on it. You right back on me, got that strap back on me. I can't get enough, so jungle, that's what's up. Roll up another cup, roll up another
I can't get enough. I'm going at the bottom, babe. I can't get enough. I'm going at the bottom, babe.